Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
Hello, welcome back to the Dan...
The Dan Show.
It's the Dan Show this week.
Dan Show.
No,
Wonderful.
the Neat Dan and Mark Show. Thank you for downloading this second episode. I think last week's was a bit of a success. I know at least 2 people downloaded it, so in my mind, that's a success.
There's 3 people in this room. Which one of us didn't?
No.
I like that we both looked at Mark.
We had a good time this week. I mean, I think you guys at home downloading and listening to this are kind of getting the good side of the deal because you don't have to listen to the music where Mark cuts off half of the Pink Floyd.
Oh my God, let
Pink
go.
Floyd.
Yeah, well, I'm getting so angry.
Yeah.
I'm rambling. He cut off Pink Floyd. That's my point. Mark, explain yourself.
Dan said that it had 118 second opener, and he did not clarify that it was 1 minute and 18. If you don't put the colon in, I have no idea.
All right. Well, anyway, I think podcast listeners are smarter than that because they can listen to whatever they want. Listen to us, then listen to your favorite music.
Every now and again, you should pause us and then just play the music that you want to play, and then come back, obviously.
Yeah, and then if you really, really want to, you can watch your favorite ad on YouTube and then come back as well.
Yeah, that always gets me in a great mood. When I'm just about to play a banger and then a compulsory 30-second ad just gets in the way.
Yeah, my favorite at the moment is the Bonds ad. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No.
But if you're a man, you'll appreciate that. If you're a woman, come on, Bonds, make a female version because I'm sure they could do a lot of same jokes of those.
Definitely.
Anita looked down at what I was talking about when I said that.
I thought you were talking about on the female body.
Yeah. No, yeah, that is good point in pointing that out.
Yes.
Well, I know it feels like after that awkward conversation that you may have known us forever, but it's only the second episode, so I thought we'd do a bit of getting to know you, right?
Getting to know all about you?
Yeah, yes.
It's all that's going through my head as well.
Yeah. Julie Andrews? Yeah. No?
It's the King and I, isn't it?
Continue.
I don't know. Well, I'm
It's
sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, good idea.
Favorite ice cream?
Oh, just straight in there, Ali.
Tell me. What's your favorite? Tell me.
Oh, he's really getting into it. Cookies and cream. Easy.
Mint choc chip
Triple choc extraordinaire choc with extra choc injected.
with extra chocolate sauce.
I discovered Ben & Jerry's this year, and although it seems overrated, it is not.
Oh, it costs so much money, though,
But
man.
Oh.
it tastes good.
It's
I am not going near it just because I know I'll get
Yeah.
addicted and I
Get
can't
on
afford
it.
that.
favorite superhero.
Deadpool. It used to be Wolverine because Wolverine is so badass and he will smash anyone, no matter what anyone says, except for Magneto, which is one of the best villains. But Deadpool he's got the powers of Wolverine. He can regenerate. I mean, I'm probably rambling, but he's also really
Probably.
funny. And
Probably
he has
rambling.
three for the price of one. 3 personalities in one. I'm done. How about you, Nita?
And even through that, I just couldn't. I'm going to say Iron Man.
Iron Man or Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man?
No, see, this is what I was about to say,
Ah.
is that I'm slowly going off, don't kill me, slowly going off the Robert Downey Jr. version, and that's because it's becoming more Robert Downey Jr. and less Tony Stark. But, you know, that's a movie-verse thing, but I like Iron Man because he's kind of got all the things that Batman has going for him, but he has a sense of humour and isn't a mopey, whiny git.
Oh, poor Batman. Can I guess yours, Mark?
Yeah, go on.
Is it
Captain
Captain America?
Captain America is definitely my favorite Avenger, but I don't know. I'm a big Black Panther fan. I think he's got a pretty detailed history. Or Flash, because to me, what they're doing with Flash on the CW is just like Doctor Who for teenagers.
Grant Gustin.
Nah.
Yeah.
Great.
Doctor Who's better.
Or can I say the Doctor? Does that count?
Oh, if that counts, I'm saying the Doctor as well,
I
but
don't
it
know.
doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Oh, no.
Well, it kind of
probably
does.
doesn't.
He's
No,
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, let's just change it.
Cat or
Severus
dog?
Snape.
Okay, so-
Who's your favorite person in the world?
Oh no, that's too hard.
Would you prefer a cat or a dog?
Dog. Next.
Cat.
A dog, hands down, every day. Speaking of cat dog, favorite Nickelodeon show?
You see, I know I'm a kid of the 90s, but I wasn't a massive fan of Nickelodeon.
No, neither was I. I mean, it had a lot of good stuff going for it, but in terms of, I can't pick a favourite because it was really that I just watched it because
So
it
you're
was
copping out?
on. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
what
going
you
to
say?
cop out.
Oh,
I
good,
do
need
have
to
a
cop out.
favourite.
Were the Rugrats Nickelodeon?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, then let's go Rugrats.
Rugrats are actually very good in retrospection
Yeah.
because they
There's
have
a lot of adult jokes in there.
yeah, and they have some deep thoughts. But the one that always fascinated me was that monsters one. You know, real monsters.
Yes, Our Real Monsters.
Yeah.
With Oblina.
Yeah, it was really
And Crumb.
creepy and weird and funny.
No, Cat Dog. Cat Dog, definitely.
Oh, Cat Dog had
I
the
loved
best
it.
theme song.
Cat
Cat
Dog.
Dog.
One episode, you met their mum and their dad, and it was literally a cat, and it blew my mind. Crazy. So, favourite Nickelodeon show. What is your favourite Disney movie?
You broke me.
No? But
I
I don't recall that one. Did it have Hilary Duff in it?
Do you need some time?
I think I might. It's just that
Phone a
Disney's
friend?
so huge, and you know, I grew up with all the princess movies and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Pick
you know,
one.
I can't. It's impossible. I think no, maybe no. The Aristocats.
Oh, niche.
All right, you need to help me here. Define Disney. Does
Disney
Pixar
and
count?
All
Pixar.
of Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, and Marvel as well?
No.
Yeah. Well,
No, come on. We want a real answer. Otherwise, you're just going to go the Avengers.
Yeah, well.
Pixar trumps any Disney movie any day. Because if you look at
I
the
bet-
princesses, they're not.
Well,
I mean,
see, I
better
chose
role
the
models.
Aristocats.
Yeah, you did because you're smart. But those princes were not great role models.
No, and that's
And
why
the
exactly
princesses
why I
either.
stopped myself from saying either The Little Mermaid, who was a whiny teenager in retrospect, or Belle from Beauty and the Beast, because again, that's more Stockholm syndrome. So, you know.
Such a good point. But yeah, and still, I'm just not apart from Doctor Who, I'm not much of a kid anymore, and I don't really care about Pixar.
Sadly.
If I had to
Oh.
choose,
Oh, really?
Toy Story 3 so overrated. So overrated. That ending is nothing to be shouting about.
It definitely is.
No, it happens in every movie. I'm going to say Finding Nemo because all those characters are great.
I'm probably going to go Incredibles. That was kind of their golden time.
Hey, Incredibles are nothing to sneeze at, Mark. How many more questions have you got?
These are rapid fire.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Rapid fire. Bam. Think on your feet. Quick. First thing that comes to your mind.
Chocolate.
Mum. I don't know why I said mum. Oedipus. I don't know why I said Oedipus either. Oh, please help me. Get out of this.
What's your favourite movie this year?
Oh, it's so hard.
Crimson Peak.
Legend.
I disagree with both of you.
What's yours
Hey.
then? Go. Go. Go.
Kingsman.
Fast. That was this year?
Yeah, that was Valentine's Day.
I changed my answer then. Kingsman.
If you put me under the pressure like that, I'd actually need a list and a chart and some graphs to figure it out. But yeah, sure, Kingsman. Everyone likes that.
How this rapid fire is
This
going
was
great.
rapid fire.
Oh no, that was the last lengthy one. This is rapid fire. Beatles or Stones?
Beatles.
Stones.
Tay-Tay.
Or Katie?
Katie.
Tay. And Beatles. Oh, Stones. Oh, Bieber or 1D?
1D.
Oh, neither. 1D.
And favourite biscuit?
Aeronaut. No, honestly, Tim Tams. I am so addicted to white Tim Tams.
Oh yeah, I think Tim Tams or Oreos because I'm looking at a box of Oreos right now.
The really big ones, I think they're called Monte Carlos. Are they?
Ugh.
Oh, wagon wheels.
No, like yeah, with
White
the red
cream
stuff.
That has the red stuff.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, excellent.
No.
It's like an experience. It's like a mountain.
No, yuck.
If any of these companies are listening, you can contact our Facebook page for a sponsor. That is facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
90s,
Naughty.
now.
Tell me where the freak's at.
Greatest hits mixtape. Ran it back.
Need Dan and Mark
On
101 FM. The on-air light is active. Now.
What's going on?
I have been addicted to this iPhone game for probably about 2 weeks now. It's getting...
Flappy Bird.
Crazy
Nate,
cupcakes.
Nate, finish. Oh, that's a good reference to trivia coming up later. But no, I smashed Flappy Bird a few years ago. Done that, mate. Get on to the next one.
Oh, sorry. What is it?
It's essentially Family Feud on your phone without the annoying host or the annoying crowd. So I have just loved the hell out of this game. And I got to one question the other day, and I'll just ask you first and see if you have a good answer for this.
Oh, no.
So Family Feud, think how that game works. Boys' names ending with L. So
Michael.
What's your first name that comes to your head, Anita?
He just stole it.
He really did steal it.
He really
So
did
these,
steal it.
you're not even playing along with my joke. These are really the first two names that come to your head. Well,
Yeah.
one name.
Yeah, what's your joke?
Well, I got...
Samuel.
Okay, keep digging your hole. You'll realise too that you have also missed the obvious here, because I got Paul, I got Michael, I got Carl, then I got Will, then I got Bill, then I got Joel, and then I realised... If you have just tuned in now, that sounds really weird, but anyway. And then I realised Daniel.
It's your own name.
And it was the top answer. And I mean, you two as well. You should have thought of this straight away.
I had other better
See,
options.
I call you Dan. I like, even in my phone, you're Dan.
Yeah.
There is no eel at the end.
To be fair, I am just trying to get all the stupidity out on you guys because I feel really stupid. It was the second last name I guessed. The second last name.
Oh, you just made my day.
All right, so make me feel better. When have you missed the obvious?
Posted a status the other day. Said big props to one of my friends. She took a literal bullet for me. Obviously, it was not a literal bullet, but I wanted to really emphasize the fact that she did me a huge favor. And everyone's commenting below, and they're like, "You understand that it's not a literal bullet?" I'm like, "No, it was real. It was a literal bullet." And then this other girl says, "No, get a dictionary." So I've screenshotted the word bullet just to get it. So I think they missed the point.
Yeah.
But I'm flawless. Nothing flies over my head.
We're learning that every week with all these different topics, aren't we, Mark?
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't ever a hypocrite either, were you?
No, until the next day, and then I thought, that's a fair example.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
All the entertainment news from Hollywood to home, it's Goss.
Okay, so if you've been following my Goss, you'll know that I was excited to hear Adele's new song.
Yes.
Titled Hello. And that's not to be confused with the Lionel Richie classic of the same title. However, since its release, a bunch of people have commented a lot about how she totally stole the title. If you can, indeed, it's still one word. Thankfully, the original Hello singer is well aware of it, and he's joked in an interview about it, saying, "I was so amazed. Everyone said, 'Lionel, Adele is doing your song Hello.' And I said, 'No, she's not.' And then I heard it. But it's Adele. Even though she didn't cover the song, just the word hello, automatically everyone called me on the phone and said she used hello. And I said, well, I kind of own hello. But and then
That's ridiculous.
yeah. And he's saying it like he was saying it in a joking sort of way because he's intelligent enough to know that you cannot call it plagiarism if it's one word used in a different context.
Do these people that are telling him get the irony, considering they're ringing him on the phone?
Saying hello.
Yeah.
Unless they're saying ahoy.
I wonder if does he have a butler? Because if he does, I want his butler to say, "Hello, is it Lionel you're looking for?" Because I'll go and get him.
And then hello, is it me you're looking for? Yes,
Yeah,
that'd be
of course.
divine, wouldn't it? Okay, quickly moving on to a cute Twitter exchange between some famous people. In an interview recently, Carrie Underwood admitted to having a massive and undying crush on Star Trek alum Patrick Stewart.
Wow.
Yeah, she completely gushed over him, saying, "I have a massive crush on Patrick Stewart. Always have and always will." And of course, the singer's praises caught up with the actor, and his response was hilarious. He gets on Twitter, and and I love his handle, by the way. It's @SirPatStew, which is so cute.
Have you seen his display picture? If you haven't, go and look at it just for the display picture.
Just for the picture?
It's so good.
So he tagged her and he's like, "Carrie Underwood's words excite me more than the solid results of my recent bone density scan." Because she's like 30 or 26 or something, and he's a lot older than her. However, that didn't stop her from having like a really cool tweet back at him. She's all capitals, freaking out right now. He knows I'm alive. And
Oh my
then,
God.
And then
Play it cool, Carrie. Play it cool. I couldn't stop grinning when I read it, namely because I also have an age-inappropriate Uber crush on a celebrity, Alan Rickman, and I would definitely respond to him acknowledging my existence with the same amount of subtlety. None.
I don't even imagine he has a Twitter, let alone he would do that.
I don't know.
He's a very different
he's
person.
Pretty hip and with it. And finally.
I don't think so.
And finally, on to my story of the week, because I doubt it'll make it into nerd news, and I need to talk about this.
What is it?
So, The Craft.
The
Right?
1995
1996,
tweeny witch movie?
The Craft may not get as much Halloween love as Hocus Pocus or The Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's a classic, okay?
I don't know what
It is-
any of those things are. No, I'm only staring you. Calm
I'm
down.
about to have a heart attack. It's an iconic movie from my very early teen years, and I have seen it that many times. And it's developed a fair amount of cult following in the last few years.
I've seen it.
Yeah, well, there you go. And you, I don't even know if you were born then.
Rented it from Blockbuster one night.
Oh
Give
my
you
goodness.
some.
That was a long time ago.
VHS. But it has finally made the ever-growing Hollywood remake list.
No.
Yeah, so there's a remake reportedly in the works. And so because of that, I just wanted to go over a few of the stars then and what they're doing now. Just a few.
Yeah.
Neve Campbell. She reprised her role in Scream 4 and was in Mad Men a couple of times.
Oh,
That
cool.
surprised me.
That's cool.
Robin Tunney? Is it Tooney or Tunney?
Yeah.
She's been on The Mentalist for years and years and years and years.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I thought you said she went crazy.
Yes, she's gone mental. There you go.
Yeah.
Mentalist. Rose True did Sharknado 2.
That's embarrassing.
and look, this is my absolute favourite. She wasn't actually in The Coven, but she played a pretty noteworthy
Craft.
role. Christine Taylor. She grew up to marry Ben Stiller and appear in practically every single one of his films.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know Ben
But
Stiller
she's very
still had
talented on
films.
her own merit, to be perfectly honest.
No, yeah.
So she's
cool.
probably the most successful of the lot of them. And she wasn't even in The Coven, which is kind of ironic.
Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
Would you rather?
Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? Or would you rather be a mule?
You know, we drifted there back to a little bit of Pentatonics.
No.
And at first, I thought to myself, well, this isn't good. But then, I quite enjoyed it.
Oh, you did? That's
I did.
good, because I've created a Would You Rather opener this week, and I didn't want to play it to Mark before the show because I was waiting for his reaction. Because generally, I feel that I bring a bit of class to the show, and Frank Sinatra, you can't get more classy than that. Don't laugh at that, Mark. But it's going to be the opener from now on, and in celebration of that, here's my first question. Would you rather ride on a star, carry moonbeams in a jar, or be a mule? It's
I would
pretty
rather
easy.
ride on the star.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just for the opener. 81% of people didn't get that it was a song and chose the first one. One guy in the comments said great song, and 19% of people just wanted to be a mule for some reason. Would you rather marry the next stranger you see, man or woman, or your least favourite celebrity?
No.
Stranger.
We need to know what your least favourite celebrity is now.
I'm torn between Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift, and either way, I'd be like,
Oh, no. I think Taylor Swift would be a great wife.
Yeah, but that's not your least favourite
But-
celebrity, Mark. Who's your least favourite one? I think everyone knows. Good old Benedict Cumberbatch, eh? I was trying to think hard on this. Mine is Jeremy Renner, so I still have to choose.
actually, yeah, I wouldn't want to be married to him either.
The thing is, though, I asked my friend this question out in public, and actually, because she chose The Next Stranger as well, got her to shut her eyes. The next person she saw was a 5-year-old girl. So a bit dangerous when you...
I think you have to clarify it with adult. The next adult.
No, that's
stranger
the game
you
you're
see.
playing. You just... Yeah, we'll move on. If you were abducted by aliens, would you rather be put in their zoo or join their circus?
Join the circus.
Mark?
Yeah. Is it an Australia Zoo level quality zoo, or is it like Taronga Zoo?
I think it's a bit more...
Those are both good zoos. What are you What's your problem?
I hate zoos. So circus.
You just want to be a performer, don't you?
I am.
What's your trick?
That is why I chose it.
What's your trick, by the way?
I host a radio show every Friday night.
You think the aliens are going to let you do that?
Yeah.
Halfway through the
wrong sound effect. I'm sorry.
I forgot the opener.
It's all right.
Works every time. 53% of people chose to be put in the zoo, though, because I think it's an easier life, isn't it?
It's a lazier life.
But you're also kind of behind bars or what have you. At least as a performer in the circus, you kind of get a little bit more freedom.
You express your art. What's your next question?
You're not in a cage.
Would you rather die by falling down a literal, and I mean literal, Mark, bottomless pit, or drifting off into space?
Bottomless pit.
Really? So you will starve / you'll die of dehydration because you're not going to die from hitting anything.
Space terrifies me.
Mark, it's a great view though.
Terrifies me.
Did you watch Gravity?
No, because space terrifies me.
You should.
There is a lot of people that are scared of space. Mark, are you scared of space?
Not really. I mean, I've never been in the situation. I'd have to experience it to fully understand.
Don't worry, Anita, just so you're sure, you have an astronaut seat, so you don't just fly out.
No, space still terrifies me.
All right, Mark?
I don't believe there's a bottomless pit, so I just do that just to see.
Oh, so you'll just hit the ground in 10 seconds and then it'll be over.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, that wasn't that bad of a fall. Broken leg, off we go. 10 seconds, how much speed can you get up? Anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm with the majority here because I think it'd be really just fun to go to space. 71% of people chose space. And finally, would you rather have a street named after you or have your own Wikipedia page?
Street.
Oh.
Would you choose Anita Street or Higgs Street? Anita Higgs Street, what would be your choice?
Anita Street.
But there's
Neat
already
Street.
an Anita...
Neat Street.
There's already a Neat Street, though.
I don't care. Neat Street.
Okay, Mark?
Neat Street. That's a great idea for a Sesame Street spin-off. I just thought I'd throw that bubble at you.
Maybe Eat Street should move to Neat Street.
Oh, yes, it should. Yes, it should.
What was the other option? Because it was significantly better. Wikipedia page. I choose that.
Exactly. I mean, you have to, don't you?
Yeah.
There's going to be 100 Halliday Streets out there, 100 Mark Streets out there. No Mark Halliday Street, but Wikipedia page. Come on, you've made it.
Verified.
But other people can play with it and write things.
No.
It's a lot stricter nowadays.
Yeah.
But again, this is a pretty
Still
divisive one. 52% of people, only 52% of people chose Wikipedia page.
Wow.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
101 FM National News, sponsored by Step Into Training Services, Logan Central.
Okay, kicking it off today, Ridley Scott directed Prometheus, the Alien prequel. You know, the big epic sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to forget about it, that's all.
It wasn't good. Right? And so he's had this sequel in development for about 4 years, which is a long time for movies, right?
I'll give it this. The cliffhanger and the very first part were interesting for so maybe out of a 2-hour movie, 4 minutes were interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in the cliffhanger, but that's it.
Yeah, well, I just think the idea of spoilers, android head running around the galaxy is pretty cool.
Also, if you're running away from something that's falling on you, run the other way. Don't run.
CinemaSins have had a field day with that one. Anyway, so he's been working on kind of ebbing. Maybe he's written down a paragraph once a month over the last 4 years, and he'll get around to doing the sequel eventually. And then about 6 months ago, this guy Neil Blomkamp did up some storyboards and mocked up an opener for a direct sequel after the fact. So
this is an Alien sequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ridley Scott's doing a sequel to the prequel, and this guy's doing Alien 5.
Okay.
Well, Ridley Scott, who's very well respected in a lot of circles, but he's 73 and can get basically what he wants.
Yeah.
He's basically gone, well, no, he can't make his movie until I'm done my movie. He renamed his movie Alien Paradise Lost, and now today it's coming out that Neil Blomkamp can't even, start filming. And, I mean, he's got Sigourney Weaver on board, he's got all the original cast, he's got a great script ready to go, and they've just locked everything down and gone, no way, once Sir Ridley's done his thing, you can start. Poor old Neil.
Has anyone told Ridley that Alien 5 is going to blow it out of the park?
Oh, I'm excited.
I think it's an ego thing.
Oh, no.
That's what I'd put it to. I'd put it to an aging person who can't let go of their past and their limelight and ego.
But he didn't even... It was Cameron. James Cameron did the first one, wasn't it?
No, James Cameron did Aliens.
Yeah.
Alien is still better than Aliens, no matter what everyone else says.
No.
Aliens is just Alien with more aliens, hence the title.
Plural, yeah. Look, I think Ridley Scott should really just take on board this new guy's enthusiasm and run with it, because it's going to make him more money.
Exactly.
Although if I was looking at this from the other side of the field, like if someone wanted to do another Back to the Future, I would probably say no.
No.
That's true, but that's because that series is perfect as is. It doesn't have so many flaws that the other one.
It has a few flaws, but
not as many.
It's much better overall.
Elizabeth Banks will direct Pitch Perfect 3.
Yay!
Oh, that's going to be so good.
The original guy that scored in The Incredibles will return for the sequel.
Of course, Pixar, you got to get all the same people back.
I know. I just think it's nice. And the big thing at the moment is original content. So if Netflix has House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, all that sort of stuff. And PlayStation has Powers, and it's obviously about some guys with superpowers, but you can only have it if you pay a subscription to PlayStation. Not a lot of people do. Long story short, Will Wheaton's going to be on the second series of it.
Oh, wow.
So that's exciting. And then finally, Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
Is it?
Guillermo. I learned that.
No idea.
Don't worry, I learned that from Jimmy Kimmel's sidekick. That's his name as well.
No way.
Yeah, it's Guillermo.
Wow, that shocks me. So, Mr. Del Toro has just done Crimson Peak. Great movie, Tom Hiddleston, Jessica Chastain.
Fantastic.
Right? He was previously attached to Pacific Rim. It made $500 million, but Legendary, the people that make it, have decided to go with literally King Kong vs. Godzilla instead of... like, that's a proper movie coming out in theatres in 2018.
That sounds like a game that kids play in the playground.
Yeah.
I'll be King Kong. I'll be Godzilla. Oh, what? I don't want it to be Godzilla. No, you're King Kong.
And then you got the other kids going, I don't want to be the rest of Tokyo.
Yeah, just one kid is the entire rest of Tokyo.
So he's been out and he's been doing all the press for that, and he said, look, we were really close to doing it before the whole thing got scrapped. He had a script, he had a budget, he had everything, and it was close, but never got made. Well, but you win some, you lose some, really.
Yeah.
101 FM National News, sponsored by Step Into Training Services, Logan Central.
Dan, do you feel like doing some dead news?
Please, is there gonna be one happy thing in this story?
There is.
All right, let's start with that then, shall we?
All right. We'll start off with Marvel. Marvel, happy, right?
Yeah, of course.
Captain America Civil War, it's coming out next March. It's now November, 4 months before. We still haven't even had a teaser trailer or anything. When can you get your hands on it? Day one of Star Wars, December 17.
Oh, that's a good marketing strategy.
That is a very good marketing strategy.
Because they're both owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde. Know of her?
Yes.
Sounds familiar. Can you remind me?
She was on House. She did Cowboys and Aliens.
Yes.
House. I know who she is.
And she did the latest Tron. She was all locked in for Tron 3, but that turned into a mess. I don't know. It made a lot of money and no one wanted to make another one, but she was keen. But anyway, she's not bitter about it. Believe me, she is. And she was in an interview the other day and she said she wants to be Captain Marvel, the first headlining female superhero to get her own Marvel movie. And the internet kind of reacted really strongly to this and said, oh my God, Olivia Wilde going to be Marvel. But she basically just said, I'd love a starring role in this. So
I would love it.
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd play Miss Marvel for the amount of money.
Does this ever work? Because a lot of celebrities do this. Like, oh, I love that role. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't
I'm
ever
trying
happen.
to plant an idea in your head, studio executive. Pick me.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people want Ronda Rousey for the same thing.
Ah, yuck.
What?
No.
Ronda Rousey's awesome. She'd be great.
Ronda Rousey's good at a lot of things, but she's no Miss Marvel.
Okay, well, I disagree, but continue.
She-Hulk.
That's a good choice. I agree now.
Sam Raimi has met with Marvel and he's obviously the man. Obviously to me, sorry. He is the man behind the original Spider-Man trilogy from 2000 to 208, I think. 203 to 208, yeah. With Tobey Maguire, and he was all set to make a fourth one, but of course they went down the prequel route, which lost them the licensing to Spider-Man. A $2 billion franchise.
So sad.
So sad. But it's just weird and great to hear that the original guy's working with Marvel where it all belongs. Good
He's back.
stuff. Yes.
So he is actually confirmed as the director.
No, you're getting Drew Goddard for your for the
Captain
first
Marvel?
one. No,
No.
I thought Drew Goddard was doing Spider-Man.
No, there you go.
I don't know. He's definitely writing it, and they have locked down a director for it because it comes out after Civil War, July next year.
Yeah, well, they pretty much scheduled it before anything was done on it. They got the rights, like, we need to do this one straight away. Come on.
Now.
Yeah. So I don't know about that one. I mean, you guys are really happy about Sam Raimi, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wasn't a fan of the remakes, like of the last lot of remakes.
Remakes.
The last lot.
Just the last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I like the cute corniness of the.
To be fair, I don't think any Spider-Man movie has really been a proper Spider-Man movie so far.
Okay. Oh, look, you open this up. We'll be here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers has signed a deal with Rupert Grint that says that they will create a show based around him. So very similar to the way that Zooey Deschanel signed a deal just like this and New Girl was born.
Yeah.
He's signed one of those, and the person who has been assigned to make it also made Ugly Betty.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll get Ugly Ronnie.
Oh.
No. That was just
No show can be better than that now. It's just always going to be a letdown.
They're toying around with a few ideas. He's going to be the son of a comic book writer, but Ugly Ronnie for the win.
No.
No?
That's mean.
Very quickly, you're a big Paddington fan?
Oh, yeah. If you want me to be for
No,
this segment.
you were.
He is now.
You were when we covered it, when it came out.
I think you're confusing me with my brother.
Okay, you all look the same.
They don't look anything alike.
No, they really don't. That's a terrible thing to say. It got a sequel. Long story short, it got a sequel.
That's nice enough.
Yeah.
Is Peter Capaldi in it?
No idea.
Okay.
They just ticked a box that said, yeah, we'll make another one. And bit of a dubious one here. Don't know how well this will fly over. What's the mood in the room about the female Ghostbusters next year?
I'm so excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, super. I mean, Kirsten Wiig, can't go wrong.
Kristen.
Melissa McCarthy, can't go wrong. And the other two unknowns, which is great. Like, that means they're actually going for talent.
If you've seen Kate McKinnon, you know that she will knock it out of the park. And Leslie Jones, yeah, I'm sure she'll be great.
Anita, what do you think?
I'm torn because the cast looks fantastic, but at the same time, I like the classic traditional Ghostbusters.
Oh, this story won't go well for you then. The original Rat Pack movie, Ocean's 11, was remade with Clooney, Damon, Roberts.
Yep.
Well, they're doing it. Maybe, again, don't be cross at me. Yeah, Sandra Bullock will headline. They're going for a female angle. George Clooney might direct.
No.
No?
I'm gone.
No?
Okay. No, by the end. Bye.
Well, that didn't go well. I shouldn't have ended on that one.
No, I would have ended on Rupert.
Rupert?
Ugly Ronnie.
I made that joke up during the segment. I didn't think it would go as well as it did.
Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM. Who wants to play a questionnaire?
Dan, you are asking Nate about Robbie Williams.
Robbie. Did you know much about Robbie?
Oi.
I was about to do that. No, actually.
I think you told me before you've only listened to 2 of his albums, or 3?
3.
3.
Maybe even 4. Oh no, are you including the swing stuff? Because I've listened to that a fair bit.
We may talk about the swing stuff later, but not in trivia. Anyway, question number 1. When little Bobby Wills was a boy, his parents ran a pub. What was the name of that pub? Was it A, the Dragon's Tooth, B, the Red Lion, C, the Swan with 2 necks, or D, the Dead Fish?
The Dead Fish. The Red Lion.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Oh.
That's a really ambiguous thing to know.
Yeah, his Wikipedia page is very long. It's quite a bit.
It's really long.
I'm surprised that even made the wiki page.
Number 2, how did Bobby Willie first make it into Take That? Is it A, he was a child actor and after singing in a TV advert, the producer suggested that he meet Nigel Martin Smith? Is it B, his mum saw an advert and suggested that he should audition for it? C, after a band performed at the Red Lion, he got obsessed with singing and a friend of his father told him about the band? Or D, after a stint of prank calls ringing Stephen Apple, Rachel Pear, Freddie Mellon and Martha Banana, he rang Jason Orange and the two hit it off?
I love your joke answers. I really do. I'm going to go with his mum saw an advert.
The most boring one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normally the best way to go about it. Number 3, which of these is an actual Nobby Willis lyric? Is it A, and I know... So, I googled worst lyrics, and some of these are from people you will have heard of. All of them are real, so just keep that in mind. And I know you love Shrek because we've watched it 12 times.
Ed Sheeran.
Mark, what are you doing?
Oh,
okay, so
sorry.
it's not A.
It was...
This is not your game, Mark. There's not your game.
I got too excited. It may be A.
Is it B?
50-50 shot, you've got this.
Is it B, only time will tell if we stand the test of time? Is it C?
That's Van Halen.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Is it B, I look like Kiss but without the makeup?
That's Robbie.
And that's a good line to take it to the bridge?
Yep.
That's actually the line. That
is actually the line. No, yep.
Or just, I don't even need to read the last one.
That one.
It was that one. How? Mark.
Hang on, you go dramatic sound effect. There we go.
I just have to point out that the only reason I know that's Van Halen, aside from my husband's Van Halen obsession, is we listen to music like constantly at home, and every time that line gets played, I say, how redundant is this line? That's the only reason I knew that one.
I think it's still better than And I Know You Love Shrek because we watched it 12 times.
Look, the Robbie one, the kiss but without the makeup, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
That speaks to me.
Well, no, the kiss without makeup is fine. It's the next part where he says...
And that's a good line to take it to the bridge.
Number 4, which of these clearly make-believe things does Gobby Millions believe he has seen 3 times? Is it A, UFOs, B, ghosts, C, fairies, or D, cows? They're not real people. They're a conspiracy made by the government to make us eat meat.
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ghosts.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
No, he's kind of really big on the whole UFO thing.
Oh, Robbie.
So, next one. If you get this 4 out of 5. Which of these is not the name of one of Robin Till's tours? Is it A, The Ego Has Landed, B, One More for the Rogue, C, Swinging Around, or D, The Man, The Myth, The Taxville, aka Born to be Mild, a few dollars more, get your coat baby, you've pulled. That's all one title, by the way.
So I'm supposed to be picking which is not?
Yeah, which one isn't real?
The last one.
You gonna lock it in?
It's not, is yeah.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
No. That's an actual title. No, Swinging Around, I made that one up.
Oh, wow.
So
that was a shock.
I am so horribly disappointed in myself.
Oh, you got 3.
Hey,
I mean, that's pretty hard to
beat.
beat.
That's a passing grade.
I fell for the ultimate Dan trick.
Who wants to play a questionnaire?
Neat, you are asking Dan about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I am.
Great show.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep. Can I just start?
If you like.
Excellent. Okay, question 1. The exterior view of the fictional 99th Precinct building, the Brooklyn Nine-Nine as it were, complete with numerous NYPD vehicles parked at the front, is the actual 78th Precinct building at the corner of which streets?
Oh, I
A,
knew you were going to ask this.
6th Ave and King Street, B, 6th Ave and Bergen Street, C, 6th Ave and Charlton Street, or D, Hollywood and Vine?
Yeah, see, I memorized 78. I didn't memorize the streets there was on. Well, I think one of them started with B. So I'm going to say the Bergen one.
Yes.
Yes.
Just to let you know, all of those streets were New York streets.
Hollywood and Vine.
No, other than the joke one. The other answers. Okay. Question 2. Rotten Tomatoes gave Brooklyn Nine-Nine a score of 88% for Season 1.
Good.
What did it award Season 2? A, 98%, B, 100%, C, 99%,
Whoa.
D, 89%, 2 goats and a toasted cheese sandwich.
Oh, that's such a good scoring system for a website called Rotten Tomatoes
Yeah.
as well. No, the thing with this is sounds like an amazing score, but you have to consider, I went really deep on this, they only took into consideration 11 critics for the second series, but for the first series, 51.
Yeah.
So it's 100%.
Yes, it is, but the man in charge of the sound effects
Getting there.
not paying attention.
All right, Mark, I'll give you 90%.
Okay, thank you.
You are much nicer than I am. Question 3. Which of these awards has Andy Samberg not won for his role in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? There will be no joke answer, so you'll only get 3. A.
You remember you got a free question? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I knew the answer anyway. A. Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy at the Satellite Awards 2014. B. Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy, the Golden Globes 2014. Or C. Best Comedy Actor for the in TV for the American Comedy Awards 2014. Which one did he not win?
Don't know. And I'm pretty sure he won the Globe.
Did he?
Yes.
Did he?
I don't know.
I know this one.
I
I'm
always
really
get
confident.
Emmys and Globes confused
How?
because they're kind of the same thing.
Not at all.
And I know he won a SAG, but you didn't say SAG. Well, the show won SAG. I don't even know. Hey, I just guessed. Hey.
You're right. It was the Satellite Awards he was nominated for.
So that's not the SAG. It just sounds like SAG.
Yeah.
Why do you call yourself SAG, by the way?
SAG
Screen
is
actors.
I know, but it sounds so depressing.
It does. Okay, question 4. Episode 9 of Season 1 begins with the police detective playing a game of American football against their longtime rivals, the Brooklyn Fire Department. I already know that you know the answer to this question. The game is decidedly in their favour because they have Sergeant Jeffords, Terry Crews, who dances every time he scores a touchdown. Before becoming a well-recognised actor, the hulking mountain of muscle was an NFL player for the then A. Los Angeles Rams, B. Rock Island Independence, C. Brooklyn Dodgers, or D. Mean Machine from Adam Sandler's 2005 film The Longest Yard.
See, you think I know this question. All I knew was that he used to play football. So you just said a bunch of words then, and I did not recognise any of them. I don't even know Australian teams, let alone American. Rams, just Rams.
Oh, yes? Oh, I'm sorry. I was so sure you'd get that wrong that I played the wrong effect.
Oh, 80% now.
No. Chicken ones.
You're still a lot nicer than I am.
Oh,
Okay, so if you get this one right, you've got 5 out of 5.
oh, I'd like that, but I don't see it happening.
Andy Samberg and which actress on the show share a long-standing friendship that goes back to their
I know
primary
this
days?
one.
Yes, I know this one. Chelsea Peretti, best character on the show.
There you go. Well done.
Oh no, I want to hear a joke answer. I'm sorry, I just got excited because I got another 5.
My joke answer was Betty White.
That would have been so. Imagine if Betty White was his. No, I can't create that. I would be too sad that it's not real.
Oh, my God.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
Number 1, it really bugs me when you can't get a good meal these days. So it's finally happened, people. The first bug restaurant has opened up.
In France?
Japan.
Okay, cue the racism. No, it was opened up in Wales.
Hey, look, France
didn't
eats
know.
slugs and what else? Snails? They eat weird stuff, okay?
But they don't eat slugs.
They don't
Frogs
Like,
and snails.
yeah,
If you're going to be racist, at least get the stereotypes right, Mark.
I surrender.
All right, I forgive you.
And I only went with Japan because they do lots of really quirky stuff. They're always on the
Oh,
edge.
yeah, don't worry. I was just making fun of Mark.
It hurt.
So it's called itself Grub Kitchen, which why didn't it call itself Grubs Up? And they've got a whole bunch of things. They've got their signature bug burger. With a blend of toasted crickets, mealworms, and grasshoppers.
stop.
When you
Spinach.
said the headline, I assumed that it would be an accident. Someone found a bug in their food, but it's actually intentional. The bug is the food.
Well, this is the
What
thing.
happens if you end up with real food in it? It's like, there's food in my bugs.
There's a chicken in it.
But the thing is, scientists actually are looking towards bugs for sustaining our population because we're going to have so many people in the future, and bugs are much easier to cook.
You're going to
Not
need
to
a better
cook to-
paying job.
I am thinking of becoming vegetarian, maybe even vegan.
Oh, that's a good thing as well. But yeah, because they think we're going to have 9 to 10 billion people by the year 2050. This Earth is not going to be able to withhold that if we're just going to keep using cows and chickens as we do.
Did you just say 20 billion?
No, 10 to 9.
All right, I
9 to
wasn't
10.
listening then. Never mind.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
But they say that it's pretty popular with the kids, but the adults aren't too happy. So maybe we need to learn from the kids sometimes.
No, we don't.
You never know if you never
No.
try it. All right, I'll just move on there. Number 2, musicians aren't as good at writing as writers. So last week we did funny autobiography titles. This week I thought I'd look into funny album titles.
Yep.
It was a lot harder than I thought. I mean, there's a whole bunch of funny covers. I mean, the photographers don't know what they're doing half the time. But they try to go pretty serious on these album titles. But I really wanted to find one that was going to top the alternate Bruno Mars Unorthodox Jukebox.
Great album.
Yeah, it's
Great album title and a great album.
yeah. So let's see how we went. These are either going to be really funny or really bad. So you tell me. We've got Public Enemy, Muse, Sick, N, Hour, Mess, Age.
That took too long. Next.
No.
All right, just say worse or funny.
Worse.
Yeah, I agree. Rio Speedwagon went with this good old dad joke. You can't tune a piano, but you can't. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Good title, bad delivery.
Oh.
So that one was my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it was worse.
Nelly Furtado, of course, she called hers "Whoa, Nelly."
That's great.
Whoa, Nelly. But the thing about this is, you think when you call your album "Whoa, Nelly,"
You
you're gonna
expect
have,
it to be country.
or you think it's going to be a funny, wacky cover with maybe a horse on there somewhere. She's lying down in the grass, looking so sad. I mean, does she understand?
Whoa. As in woe is me?
I suppose, but it's not.
Whoa.
The unicorns have "Who will cut our hair when we're gone?"
That one. I like that. Because they're
Yeah.
unicorns.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Leonard Cohen just couldn't be bothered. He just called his 10 new songs, which,
That's kind of clever. in a
yeah,
way.
I kind of respect that one. It's like he gets to a point in his career, he's like, I'm Leonard
done,
Cohen,
yeah.
just, you'll buy this anyway. Beyonce. So this isn't supposed to be funny, but someone should have told Beyonce that a B-day is a thing. It's not just a way to shorten your album title. I mean, has she seen Crocodile Dundee?
Like birthday and...
No, watch Crocodile Dundee, Mark, and then you'll get it.
Okay. A point where you've missed the obvious?
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, this is a very bad one to miss as well. Maroon 5. Is it Maroon or Maroon?
Maroon. It's
Well-
like we can't say Megan Trainor. It's
No,
Megan.
I say Megan Trainor.
No, you're bad.
All right, Maroon 5. It won't be soon before long.
Oh, no.
That just... No.
I don't like it.
For some reason, I like this one, and it's Rio Speedwagon again. The Earth, a small man, his dog, and a chicken.
I like that.
Don't.
That's way too long.
Oh, way too long. There was some that went for whole pages, but we don't have time for that.
No.
And we've got, and yeah, again, for no reason at all, I thought this one was funny. The Allman Brothers Band had Eat a Peach.
That is pretty funny.
I don't know
Because
why.
when they do their press tour, they'll be on Good Morning America, and they'll be like, and here's the album, Eat a Peach.
Marnie Stern, this is it, and I am it, and you are it, and so that is that, and hey, here's it, and
Nope.
she's it, and it is
Next.
it.
No,
and that is
next.
it. All right, I finished on one that I thought is actually a pretty good one. And
Unorthodox Jukebox?
that was the start
Juice
of that.
box.
Jukebox. That's the parody album by Weird Al.
No, harking back to trivia, Robbie Williams, when he went to swing music,
Yes.
swing both ways.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
awesome. What's Pink had? Misunderstood Funhouse? No, they're not much, are they? Alright. All the same, here's Pink, So What? Biggest hits and greatest memories on 101 FM. We'll come back and do part 2 of 5 things just after this.
I guess I just lost my husband. I don't know where he went. So I'm gonna drink
Pink, so what? 5 things, part 2.
Number 3. Some radar detectors use radar detectors to detect radar detectors to prevent detection.
What?
Just believe me, it's true.
Okay.
Number 4, if you're looking for the drive-through, go straight ahead, turn left, then turn left again, and then go straight for a bit, and you should be there. So this is a news story that a unnamed chicken store, you can probably guess which one, in the UK, has put a no entry sign, a bit of paint on the ground, like you know how they have those on the road, no entry, in front of the drive-through. So there is this massive drive-through sign behind the no entry sign.
Yeah.
So, can you go in the drive-through?
Probably.
Probably. Maybe. No.
I don't know.
Well, it seems like it didn't work. Well, it did work if you don't want them to go in there, because there was one car in the drive-through and everyone was full inside, apparently.
Oh, so a prankster put the thing on the road?
Not a prank. No,
Why?
not a prank.
Why?
Did they do it to stop you from parking there? Or?
I think they just didn't understand. So maybe they both had the same job on the same day. So the sign guy did the sign and the road guy did the paint, and they just coincidentally did it at the exact same time, and then this happened.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it was kind of a nothing story because number 5 is a bit
Lengthy.
more deep than that one.
Do I cue my music?
Oh, let's go.
Ooh.
Spooky Halloween, number 5. Not all ghost stories have to be from overseas. Here's some true boo Aussie ghost story.
Don't tell Robbie.
I like it.
No, they're ghost stories. They're not UFO stories. Don't worry about it.
It's all the same.
Good point.
A ghost in a UFO. Terrifying.
A ghost UFO?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. So I tried to find some ghost stories that were Australian. And I did, but they kind of are mainly New South Wales. They all come from New South Wales, which is fine. But why don't we have any
We didn't
ghosts?
have any local ghosts,
No, let's make one up because these are all made up. So this is one of the most legendary one, apparently. It's from 1826, a guy called Frederick Fisher. He left his house to get just to run some general errands and never returned. So 4 months later, one of the local residents stumbled into Campbellton Hotel, because it was in Campbellton, and he told everyone waiting there that he had seen this guy, and this guy had pointed to the river. And he was very shaken up, apparently, but I mean, it's a ghost story, but because he was respectable, that's what the story says, the police believed him and they went to the river and they found the body there.
Nope. Don't believe that one.
Did this guy maybe put him in the river?
Well, that's
I
what it
believe so.
sounds like
I
to
think
me.
the guy is the ghost. Like, I think the guy is like the alive guy, and then the guy went to the pub, and when they came back, he was dead in the river. That's what I think happened.
No, I don't
No.
understand that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they found, so they went to the body and they found it, and they also found this other guy called George Warrer, who is his neighbour and apparently massive rivals. And he had been saying that he'd gone back to England and he was selling off a lot of his stuff. So that was the guy that got arrested, but still scary. A bit spooky that this other guy saw a ghost. I don't know.
Very good. I mean, it was a scary coincidental ghost story.
Yeah, UFOs. Ooh. One of the most haunted towns in Australia is apparently Picton, which is about 80 k's southwest of Sydney, and it's full of these ghosts. So we've got a few swimming around near the train line. We've got spectral ladies that move shopkeeper signs around. And apparently the maternity hospital is just haunted by crying babies and an evil matron who attempts to strangle people at night.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, that's a horrible ghost story.
That's what ghost stories are.
No, I like Casper.
Come on. And final one, Maria Windire. So she's called the Lady of Tamago House. And she just stays in this house. She sits on a
She's
rocking
the lady
chair.
there.
Yeah, she's just the lady there.
Offers you sweets as you come in.
So she passed away in the 19th century. So she's been there for a while, 1840. And so she sits on a rocking chair staring at the kids that run past. And she just walks around and plays and mucks around with people in the house. So, were they that spooky?
I don't know, the middle one was.
The middle one
The
was
strangling
kind of
matron.
distressing, yeah.
Got
Well,
me.
don't go to Picton then.
No.
Well, poor Picton, I'm sure is not actually haunted.
I feel like it is. Did you hear Dan's story?